Hi there, it's time for another weekly pick a card reading. And for today's pick a card topic, we're going to ask what positive surprises are coming in for you. So, for our option, we have Hypersthene Crystal, which is really one of my favorites. Hypersthene is actually a great stone or crystal that will aid you in your spiritual growth. It also helps to enhance intuition and for psychic protection as well. And I believe since this is also connected to the heart chakra, it also is very much related to self-love as well as emotional balance. All right, so let me show it to you one by one. This is for group number 1, and that is a Hypersthene raw or rough crystal. There you go. Very beautiful. And by the way, this Hypersthene crystal is also good for maintaining focus or mental clarity. So if you're experiencing kind of like mind chatters, or if you are the type of person who gets easily distracted, I tell you, work with Hypersthene. Okay, so that's for group number 1. Now for group number 2, wow, look at that powerful flash. I so love this. This is Hypersthene Pendant. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this. And I believe some casinos banned Hypersthene. I'm not sure about that, if that is true, but they say that some casinos ban Hypersthene because it is actually a lucky stone. All right, so that's for group 2. And finally, we have here Hypersthene Crystal Bracelet. I don't know if you can see the flash. All right. There you go. Alrighty, so those are the 3 options, you guys. Take a close look. And again, as always, if you still need some additional time, feel free to pause the video, and I'll be seeing you on your reading. Welcome to your reading, group number 1. You have chosen this raw piece or rough piece of Hypersthene. Very, very beautiful. All right, let's put it here. Let's go ahead and find out what positive surprises are coming in for you. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 1, please. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see, what positive surprises are coming in for group number 1? Okay, well, you have 7 of Swords in reverse. Next, you have Queen of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Next, you have Justice. Then you have 2 of Cups. Oops. Just need one more card over here. If you want to skip the shuffling part, just fast forward it. Okay, you got 4 of Pentacles. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. Okay, so in terms of signs, to start off with that, I'm definitely seeing here earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You may have that in your chart somewhere, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And then we also have here fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially Aries. And then I'm also seeing here Libra. All right, so what positive surprises are coming in for you, group number 1? I'm actually hearing several, so only take what you feel applies to your situation more. what I'm actually getting here is that number one, I keep on hearing that somebody's watching this pile. You will be uncovering the truth about someone. Okay. That's what I'm actually picking up. What I specifically heard from Spirit is still positive in such a way that it's a good thing that you didn't trust this person. Okay. I keep on hearing that. So maybe this person is good at masking, or this person appears to be really nice, but you didn't trust this person so much. You kind of like felt that there's something off. So I feel that a lot of you guys are very intuitive. So I'm getting here that the positive surprise is that this person's mask is finally coming off, and you're going to say to yourself, like, I knew it. All right. So that's one. Number two, what I also heard, now this one is actually very specific for someone out there. I'm hearing that you will be vindicated. Maybe there's actually somebody around you who did you wrong. Okay. And so that's going to be a positive surprise, that you will get the justice that you really deserve. All right. Maybe this person also kind of like lied something or fabricated something. I keep on hearing that about you. All right. I mean, I'm even seeing legal, issues here. So if you're actually dealing with some legal battles, then the positive surprise is that even though it may seem impossible for some of you, you will actually get the upper hand, all right? Or you will have a favorable outcome as well, okay? And then I'm also getting here that one of the positive surprises for some of you is that you guys are glowing up, okay? And you would notice that because there's so many people kind of like wanting to get your attention. You would start to attract high vibrational people even. That's also what I heard from Spirit. For others of you, you just attract a lot of admirers because of your oozing appeal or aura. And that's because a lot of you guys maybe have been working on yourself, all right? And because you're doing that, you'll be seeing the result. Like, oh my gosh, it's a good thing that I've been working on myself. I'm working on my confidence. I'm feeling good, all right? I'm learning how to value myself more. So there's something about being aligned to your own frequency now, all right? Because maybe in the past, you kind of like attracted people who are emotionally unavailable or low vibrational people even. That's actually what I got. But to put it in a general way, you're definitely glowing up as well. Group number one. And this will actually also, again, like what I said, help you to attract admirers, all right? Or even new people out there is going to be seeing how beautiful you are inside and out with the Queen of Wands, okay? And yeah, because you got your Two of Cups over here. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, and this is justice, so there's something about balance. For me, Two of Cups is also talking about balance. One of the positive surprises coming in for you is that somebody, either this person is going to be opening up, or you would actually come to realize or find out yourself that the both of you feel the same way about each other. Maybe one of you is a little bit secretive and is very much guarded with their feelings, but I'm getting here that one of you would actually discover, especially you, I feel it's actually the viewer, of course, that you would actually discover that, oh my gosh, this person is also very much into me, okay? And then lastly, I'm getting here that there is actually a new love for you, all right? I'm picking up it's a new one. Because again, somebody watching this file, you work on yourself and you're being aligned to the right type of partnership. And this is actually a totally different kind of partnership, unlike what you've had in the past, because there's a lot of giving and receiving or balance in this connection. And I keep on hearing somebody saying, wow, it's a good thing I've really worked out on myself because I'm beginning to attract the right type of person. I keep on hearing that for someone out there. And so I'm getting here that there's new love coming in, or there's actually a blossoming of a connection. If you're already dating someone, either one of you or this person is going to be opening up as well, okay? And would want to take this seriously with the Three of Pentacles. This person wanted to start something very, very serious with you. Maybe you guys are now ready to make things official as well. So I heard a lot of scenarios here, group number one. only take what applies, all right? But I also heard if it's a past person, somebody's having a hard time letting go of you. And maybe you'll be discovering about that. Like this person is still very much hooked into you. And that's going to come off as a positive surprise still. All right, let's try to pull it more. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 1, Spirit? Okay, you have 7 of water. Wow, Ace of Earth. Protection. Let's get one more. Meditate and contemplate. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing based on these 4 cards. I keep on hearing that for some of you, the positive surprise coming in for you is that you will get a lot of offers, okay? That's really what I'm getting. And maybe this is something that doesn't normally happen to you. It can be any type of offer. It can be a job offer, like all of a sudden you'll be, especially if you're actually in a job hunt or something. But I keep on getting that, like you would get several exciting job opportunities or offer, all right? For others of you, it can be a love offer. Because like what I said earlier, and this is something that I actually strongly picked up for someone out there, that your aura is actually oozing. And that's interesting because part of the keyword here, it says aura, all right? So there's something magical about your aura. Group number 1, you're glowing up. And because of that, you're actually attracting a lot of admirers or somebody who actually wanted to step forward and make a love offer, all right? So there's something about getting several offers out there. And here you are with the 7 of water. You're really going to be making a choice, all right? So I see that for some of you. Others of you, I'm actually hearing that the positive surprise coming in for you is that you will also achieve clarity, okay, with this meditate and contemplate card. So for those who are actually feeling confused about something, all of a sudden you'll be surprised that you will be receiving downloads. And this is going to help you to finally make a decision. And I feel it's also because of your guides are helping you a lot, okay? Or you will be receiving, you know, some guidance from your higher self or your spiritual team, especially if you've been meditating. So there's actually a very, very important message that some of you are actually going to be getting, okay? And this will bring you clarity or this aha moment, okay? And then I'm drawn to this cat over here. Cats, as we all know, it's all about independence, okay? As well as protection. That's why it's a protection card. So what I also heard is that the positive surprise coming in for you, somebody might actually kind of like defend you. And this is not for all of you. And you will be surprised like, oh my gosh, I was never expecting that this person will be sticking up for me. I keep on hearing that for someone out there. Number 2, there's something about intuition. Okay, because we have here new moon in Pisces, and Pisceans or any other water sign are very intuitive. So I also heard from Spirit that one of the positive surprise coming in for you is that your intuition is becoming strong. All right, so high-end spiritual awareness or psychic intuition is also what I heard. All right, let's try to pull it more. Let's see. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 1? Okay, you got your renewal, rebirth. Next, you have back and forth. Then you have shine from within. Okay, wow. Oh my gosh. This is definitely related to what I said earlier, okay? But let's start off with the renewal, rebirth. So one of the positive surprises coming in for some of you is that you would find yourself, you know, finally letting go of some things that are no longer for your highest good. Maybe in the past or even right now, currently that you're watching it, you're still holding on to something. But I see here that eventually, all right, you'll be surprised yourself that you're ready to let something go. Okay, whatever that is, because maybe you are in this back and forth energy. You're not confident about something. All right, like part of you is saying that it's about time to move on from something or let go of something that no longer serves you, but you're kind of like still in this back and forth energy. Okay, so that's a positive surprise that's coming in for some of you, that you have the courage and the confidence to release or to let go of anything that's no longer serving you, so you can actually embrace a brand new beginning. For some of you guys, there's transformation taking place for you, which will surprise you a whole lot. And part of it is something to do with the physical. Okay. Some of you, you're spiritually growing. That's also what I heard. But I also picked up something about physical transformation, because you also got this shine from within. And earlier, I keep on hearing that a lot of you guys who actually chose this pile, there's something about glow up. And I feel that a lot of people will be noticing that about you as well. Like there's something amazing and magical about your aura. Like you so, kind of like oozing with sex appeal, or a lot of the people who knew you would be surprised. Like there's something different, about you. And so I'm actually getting here that not only are you glowing up because of your physical appearance, but you're actually shining from within as well. Okay. And I feel it's also because of a lot of you guys who chose this pile. You've done something for yourself. You've been doing a lot of inner work. That's also what I heard from Spirit. And if you're nodding your head right now and saying to yourself, yes, that's what I've been doing, it's paying off. And this is still a part of your surprise. Okay. You'll be surprised that, oh my gosh, these are the results of how I'm spending so much time working on myself. I'm trying to love myself more, because it's now coming out. All right. It's reflecting on your outside world. And a lot of people are seeing that you're shining from within. Okay. You're embracing yourself. There's also something about self-acceptance. And this is going to be, a surprise for you, that you're kind of like a different person now. That's also what I heard from Spirit, which is part of your transformation. Okay. Let's try to pull it more. I love this for group number 1. And there's tons of information. And speaking of which, since we're talking about transformation or change, you keep on getting the number 5. So you might be seeing the number 5 a lot. Okay. Because this is 41. And if you add that up, that's number 5. Then on this card, you have the number 5 as well. Okay. All right. Let's try to pull it more. What positive surprises are coming in for my beautiful pile number 1? Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is so freaking beautiful. You actually got the Believe and Succeed card. So this is the 6 of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. So that's all about victory and success. So either one of the positive surprises coming in for you, you'll be seeing some success in your areas of your life, or one of your areas or aspects of your life, whether it's actually around your career or your business. But I also heard it's actually also overcoming a really tough situation. I heard that specifically for someone out there. Okay, maybe you were on the verge of giving up or losing hope. And I'm actually drawn to this light. It's kind of like giving me the light at the end of the tunnel thing. So I'm also getting that there's going to be some sort of like a breakthrough happening for a lot of you. Or you're finally coming out of the dark. Okay, and you're like, wow, finally. Okay, and this is definitely going to be surprising a lot of you, maybe because of, like what I said, you've already kind of like felt as if that it's going nowhere, or you're losing hope in your situation. Okay. And that's because of, I feel that you guys, despite of how difficult your situation is, I'm getting care of that because of your determination. You're not a quitter. You'll be seeing the result as well. All right. Of your determination, your tenacity, group number 1. All right. So again, success in some areas, in a particular area of your life, that's part of the positive surprise. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't make this up. You got the success card. Oh my gosh. Spirit, thank you so much. This is a wonderful confirmation from Spirit. So again, you got 2 cards about victory or success, especially success. I can't make this up, you guys. Look at that success card. So this is beautiful for group number 1. You'll be achieving success, whether it's financial success, success in your business, in your career, all right, or whatever it is that you're working out on, even around love and romance, okay, or just like what I said, being able to finally overcome a really difficult cycle. And this is going to come off as a really huge surprise for you. It's like you're going to say to yourself, wow, finally, I was able to overcome this, all right, or I managed it. It was so difficult. I keep on hearing somebody saying that. So that's beautiful. All right, let's try to pull it more. You got the 9 of Gabriel. Wow, you guys are actually really fighters here, okay? So it's a good thing that you actually didn't give up, because that's the energy I'm getting from this 9 of Gabriel over here. It says, stay determined and move forward. That's crazy. I was just talking about that, and he saw me shuffle around how a lot of you guys that chose this pile, you guys are really strong, resilient people. Even though you were on the verge of giving up on something or losing hope, it's a good thing that you try to stay determined about your situation, or you're very tenacious. All right, you keep on moving forward no matter how hard or difficult your situation is. Okay, and like what I said, it will actually come off as a surprise to you, because of you'll be seeing the result of your determination or your perseverance. Okay, let's try to pull it more. Okay, wow. Door to romance, you guys. All right. I love this. I love this. Somebody's ready to open up. That's actually what I'm hearing. With an open door, maybe this can be for the viewer or somebody around you. Okay? So again, either this is the viewer, you'll be surprised that you're actually now opening up to love again. Okay? I feel that if this is not you, then maybe it's somebody around you whose heart chakra is a bit close off, because it's inside this cage, but the doors are opening. Okay. So I'm actually strongly picking up here that somebody's heart chakra is now open or is ready to love again. Okay. So that's one. That's going to be your positive surprise, whether this is you or somebody around you who's ready to open up their feelings or express their feelings for you. Either somebody's going to be fussing up here, or somebody's actually ready to take things to the next level as well. On top of the number 5, you might be seeing 333. So I feel that this is also divinely guided. I'm strongly picking that up. What else, Spirit? What positive surprises are coming in? Yeah, with the wishing well. I'm more of like hearing that this is connected to the door to romance card, you guys. I feel that somebody is ready to open up their feelings. And you'll be surprised about that. You are really going to be surprised how this person holds a lot of deep feelings for you already. Okay, maybe this person is good at masking, because I'm drawn to this mask over here. And you probably thought that this person doesn't feel the same way about you. All right, I keep on hearing that. And then you'll be discovering on your own, or whether this person is finally going to be fussing up or telling you as well that, hey, I have a lot of deep romantic feelings for you. So that's your positive surprise. How beautiful is that? Okay, let's try to pull up another card here. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 1? Okay, what is this? Okay, you have the Choose Wisely card. This is the second time you've actually gotten the 7 of Cups. So again, this is talking about choices or options, all right? So like what I said earlier, for some of you, if I'm going to be reading all 3 cards as well, I see here that a lot of people are really going to be pursuing you, group number 1. And you'll be surprised by that, because like what I heard earlier, somebody was watching this file. You've been working on yourself, all right? And your aura is really, changing for the better. Your sex appeal is also really oozing, okay? And it's reflecting, like what I said, on the outside. And you would suddenly notice that you're gaining a lot of admirers, okay? And I see here that you will have options. And you're going to say to yourself, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Like, what's going on, Maybe I'm hearing this specifically for someone out there. You were hung up on a past person. I don't know what this for. And maybe you spent a long time holding on to the past, okay? And then when you finally took the chance to, again, be more open and flexible, either to be back in the dating scene, okay? After you've worked out on yourself, you'll be surprised. Like you're gaining suddenly a lot of admirers, okay? That's really the message that's coming through over and over again for someone out there. So there's something about options here for you, or you'll be receiving a lot of offers even, whether it's a love offer or something related to your career or job offer, okay? Let's try to pull it more. Okay, clean it up. Okay, clean it up. Let's pull up this deck. Let me start off with this one instead. Yeah, oh my gosh, you're shining. You got the Luminous card. I can't believe this. So with the clean it up, I really feel group number one, that you've done a lot of work on yourself. My gosh, and it's going to be paying off. So the positive surprise here is that you'll be seeing for yourself that, wow, all of my hard work is paying off. I've been trying to work on myself. I've been releasing anything that's no longer serving me, and I'm seeing the positive results. And you'll be amazed by that. You'll be surprised by that, okay? So for instance, maybe you are actually trying to kick off some old habit, right? With this clean it up. Anything, again, that's no longer serving you, because that's actually what I got here with the renewal rebirth card. You're becoming a brand new person. The best version of yourself is also what I'm hearing, okay? And that's because you've been doing this. You've been, again, healing yourself. You've been releasing anything that is actually quite toxic for you, even unhealthy addictions or some patterns. And yeah, you're actually this very beautiful moth or butterfly. You're ready to soar. You're ready to spread your wings. And you're growing. So there's something about growth and expansion. Whether you're also seeing some growth in your business or your business is expanding, which is also going to be a surprise for you as well. That's what I'm picking up. But for others of you, there's something about physical appearance, really. So glow up is very, very strong for group number one. Okay, let's try to pull it more. What positive surprises are coming in for group number one? An official person. So for some of you, I'm also getting here that maybe if this is actually you, either you would also get promoted, or maybe you would be receiving or gaining a lot of respect from people around you, which will come up as a surprise. Like, wow, there's a lot of people kind of like seeing you differently now. That's also what I heard. And again, I feel it's still tied to you working on yourself. But I also got this message that maybe, yeah, you will actually be wearing a different hat now. A leadership role is also what I heard. And there's something about recognition, because I'm drawn to the medal, all right? So that's another possibility for some of you. There's something about recognition or getting a praise, which is going to come up as a positive surprise. Then you got the real estate. So for some of you, if this is something that you've been doing, you're investing on some property as well. And again, we've seen a lot of cards around success. That's going to be a positive surprise for some of you. Or you're seeing some growth in your business, like what I said earlier, because there's something about project, business, or to put it in a general way, it says here wealth. So financial success is also part of the surprise or positive surprise coming in for you. You're seeing some improvement in your finances, or there's financial increase. Okay, so let's actually get this deck. Six of Action. Are you freaking kidding me? I can't make that up. You saw me shuffle. Six of Action is the Six of Wands, you guys. So this is the second time, actually the third, because he got the success card as well earlier. So 3 times in a row, group number one. Congratulations. I tell you, your guides, your spiritual team are definitely happy and excited about this for you. You're definitely going to be achieving a lot of success in some specific areas of your life, okay? And you'll be surprised about that. Like, wow, I can't believe this, all right? Let me just actually read this card first. It says, what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotions, or other recognition for your efforts. Are you freaking kidding me? This is crazy because it says here, mega project. Okay. So I feel this is specific as well for someone out there. If you have some sort of like a project that you're working out on, it says here, your project is a total success. So that's going to be the positive surprise happening for you soon. All right. Others of you, you'll be receiving an award or some sort of like a promotion. I just said that earlier as well when I saw this official person, right? Or recognition, because I was drawn to the medal. I can't make this up, you guys. You saw me shuffle as always. That's so beautiful. All right, let's try to pull up this deck. See here, we'll pull up 3. I feel like pulling up 3 from this deck. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 1? Okay, you got the rainbow. You have master. All right, let's get one more. Oh my gosh, it says wish granted, you guys. That's so beautiful. Let's get one more. Oops. And you have heart and home. Okay. So let's start off with the rainbow. So there's really something about miracles as well. Okay, let me start off with that. So for some of you, that's going to be your positive surprise. Maybe you're on the verge of giving up, or you feel as if that something is quite impossible. And then boom, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I thought that, this is actually hopeless, or it's a hopeless situation. That's actually what I'm picking up. So there's something about miracles, because that's the energy I'm getting when I saw this rainbow. Or you're coming out of a very difficult cycle, just like what I said, because rainbows appear every after storm, right? Another message that's coming through just by looking at the image over there, it had something to do with magical or amazing opportunities, okay? So either you will be receiving tons of opportunities or offers, just like what I said earlier. For others of you, your patience is finally paying off. And this is going to come off as a surprise for you. Like, it's a good thing that I was so patient about the situation, because now I'm seeing the results of my patience, okay? And then your wish is finally being granted, so that's going to be your positive surprise. There's a lot of blessing, there's a lot of abundance coming in for you, whether it's financial abundance or prosperity, okay? For some of you guys, you've been manifesting wealth, which is interesting because you got the wealth keyword in this card over here. You got it again. So your manifestation is finally coming into fruition, group number 1, and that's going to be a positive surprise for you. It's like you're going to say to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm a powerful manifester. I've been just trying to picture it in my mind, and now it's right in front of me. That's actually what I got. And then with the master card, for some of you, the positive surprise coming in for you is that you'll be surprised that you were just kind of like trying to learn some specific skill, okay? Not for all of you though, but I heard that strongly for someone out there. And you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I could be so good at this. Maybe you just tried it out for fun, okay? And then all of a sudden in 2 weeks time, let's just say, or even in a 1 week time, or a month's time, you'll be surprised that you're already like a pro or a master at it. That's going to be your positive surprise. Others of you, the positive surprise is that you would be discovering that you are actually a lot more focused now, okay? Which is quite interesting, by the way. If you're the type of person who wanted to achieve focus, especially if you're getting all over the place or distracted easily, work with Hypersthene, okay? I tell you, this is something that's really very beneficial for me in terms of focus as well. And then again, I'm seeing here that you are kind of like seeing yourself, differently, because you're a lot more focused now. And at the same time, you're actually more of like in the flow, all right? So there's something about patience and being in the flow. Maybe in the past, you're naturally impatient, okay? So that's going to come off as a positive surprise as well for you. And again, there's something about respect. because that's the energy I got when this official person card popped up. So you will have this commanding presence about you. It's like honor and respect will come to you. It's not to say that people disrespect you in the past, but it's like something just changed. Because again, you have a lot of cards around transformation or change. And this is part of your surprise, okay? Like, whoa, what's going on? It's like everywhere I go, it's like people are really kind of like looking up to me, or I'm getting a different type of treatment or what. I keep on carrying that as well. And then with a heart and home card as well, I'm seeing here that part of the positive surprise for you is that you guys are also kind of like learning now how to be more of like, yeah, I'm hearing from spirit, establishing boundaries, okay, within yourself. The home is you. That's actually what I'm getting. So maybe in the past, you easily give your power to someone, or you allow people to walk all over you. That's also what I got. But it's like you're finally learning how to establish boundaries for yourself and to the people around you. And then you're also going to be seeing some amazing improvement in your in your family life, whether this is your own family or immediate family, because I keep on hearing domestic harmony as well, all right? Or you're seeing some improvement in your relationship with your family, which is going to come off as a big surprise for you, or a positive surprise. Or finally, peace, balance, and harmony is being restored in your life after going through a lot of storm. Okay? Wow, this is quite interesting. I love this for group number 1. Next, let's actually pull up this Tea Leaf Fortune cards. What positive surprises are coming in? Family wishes come true. Wow, we were just talking about family. So yeah, maybe there's actually something that you and your family have been wishing for, whatever that is, whether it's a new home, okay? And finally, it's coming true, okay? That's what I'm getting. Let's try to pull it more. Yeah, because for some of you guys, you were disappointed in the past. For others of you, you'll have the courage to, again, cut ties or walk away from anything that's only leaving you feeling frustrated. Okay, for others of you, there is a possible reunion with long-lost friends or old friends. That's also part of the positive surprise. And then what I also heard with this Tiger card is that you are going to be taking a chance on something, all right? Whatever that is, it's a risk. And you're going to say to yourself that, oh my gosh, I'm glad I took that chance, or I'm glad I took the risk. Because I'm seeing here that whatever it is that you're actually going to be taking a chance on, it will provide really amazing results for you. And you're going to thank yourself, saying to yourself, it's a good job, or it's a good thing that I actually took that chance, okay? So whatever that is for you. And again, Tiger is also related to patience. So I feel that your patience is finally paying off, group number 1. For others of you, part of your positive surprise, it had something to do with recovering from some illness or depression even, okay? So maybe for a long time, your health is suffering, whether it's mental, emotional, or overall well-being. But you're actually seeing some improvement there, and that's going to be your positive surprise. Yeah, and then you got the shield card. You need to defend yourself. This is exactly what I was just talking about earlier around boundaries, because that's what I heard. So yeah, I see here that you guys are going to be surprised that you're learning now how to protect yourself or to establish boundaries for yourself as well as with others. Wow, this is so freaking beautiful, group number 1. All right, so let's actually pull up this deck, and then I'll pull up some fortune cards for you guys. Plus, I'm going to be pulling up some random details or messages that I've channeled earlier. Start off with your message. Okay, you might be seeing 111, all right? And it says, I am creative. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. So again, you guys are powerful manifestors, by the way, and you guys are very creative and very talented. So you're getting the support, either part as well of your surprise or the positive surprise, that you'll be receiving or getting is that your creative work is going to be recognized. That's also what I heard. Or you're actually feeling a lot more inspired. Maybe in the past, something kind of like made you feel demotivated or something. But it's like you're feeling more charged up now, more inspired to do something great. Or your ideas as well will be recognized. Okay, that's also what I'm hearing very strongly. So let's actually get a fortune card for you. What positive surprise are coming in for group number 1? Okay, you got the abundance card. Are you freaking kidding me? So you got wealth so many times. You got success card. Now you got abundance. And it says here, lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. What the freak? Group number 1. This is so amazing. Claim it, okay? Claim it as early as now. This is so freaking beautiful. And again, number 1. So you might be seeing 1111 really, or 111, all right? So as you can see, this is self-explanatory. Part of the positive surprise is that finally, your time is here, all right? I'm kind of like getting this Wheel of Fortune thing that maybe for a long time you've been kind of like, yeah, in a period of stagnation or things are not actually going your way, but it's your time to shine now, group number 1, all right? Things are finally coming towards your favor, or it's actually, yeah, going to be a favorable time for you going forward because of some good news that you'll be receiving. Success again. This is the 4th time that you've gotten the keyword success. So that's the reason why I love pulling up cards from several decks, because there's something that Spirit would like to highlight for you and something to do with success, okay? And prosperity as well. All right, so before we actually wrap things up, let me actually, get some additional details about what positive surprises are coming in for you. I just actually channeled this earlier. Let's see here what's going to come up. Ooh, all right, a lot actually came out. Hold up, you guys. Let's see here. Ooh, okay. Is there another one that fell? Let me just check real quick, you guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's start off with this one. For some of you, it says here, your love interest confesses their feelings. Oh my gosh, what did I said earlier? Crazy, you guys. Hold up. Remember this? The Door to Romance card. Go back to what I said earlier, that somebody's finally ready to open up their heart or express their feelings. Okay? So for some of you, it's your love interest. Your love interest confesses their feelings. So this is going to be your positive surprise. Next, let's start off with this one too. You will gain a higher perspective, about your situation. Okay, so the way you actually perceive your situation, whether it's a past situation, will improve, or it's going to be different now. Maybe in the past, you kind of like just see the negative of a particular situation, but it's becoming different now. You're gaining a higher perspective around that, which is beautiful, and that's going to be your positive surprise. What is this? You will receive a token of appreciation from someone. Okay, so for some of you, this is the positive surprise. You will receive a token of appreciation from someone, somebody thanking you or giving you something because they really appreciate what you've done. Okay, what else? What positive surprise is coming in for group number 1? This is quite exciting. Someone will swallow their pride and admit their mistakes. Okay, so for some of you, this is what's going to happen. Somebody around you will actually swallow their pride. Okay, maybe this person is somebody's very egotistical, all right? But you'll be surprised in a very positive way that they're ready to admit their mistakes, okay? And say sorry to you. All right, what else? Finding out that you were right all along. Are you kidding me? What did I just said earlier when I saw this meditate and contemplate card, right? As well as there was one card, the 7 of Swords, I think, earlier at the very start. Go back to what I said earlier. I even said that some of you will be vindicated, or some of you are actually going to say to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm right all along. It's a good thing I didn't trust that person. Remember that? I think that was on the, at the very start of the reading. Because there's something about intuition. And I feel Group number one, a lot of you guys are highly intuitive people. Okay. So this is part of your positive surprise. You're going to say to yourself, or you will be discovering and finding out for yourself that you were right all along. I knew it. It's kind of like that. You're going to say to yourself, I knew it. All right. So the last one is this. It says getting a like from your crush on your social media. So somebody's going to be leaving a like. All right. And that's part of your positive surprise. Like, oh my gosh, my crush liked my photo. All right. So for some of you, that's actually part of the positive surprise that it's about to happen or coming in for you. So there you go. Group number one, I freaking love your reading. There's definitely tons of information, right? Because this is still a general reading. Only take what applies. But I tell you, group number one, what kept on repeating over and over again for you guys is the word success. So congratulations, group number one. You really deserve success, okay? Because I feel that you guys are very determined people. You guys are very hardworking people. You guys are very tenacious, resilient, and very, very patient. Okay, so your patience, determination, perseverance will finally pay off. And yeah, you will be receiving a lot of success in most areas of your life. All right, that's what I have for you, group number one. I hope you enjoyed this, you guys. I'll see you again next week. Love and light. Hey, group number two, you have chosen Hypersthene Pendant. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Such powerful flash. I really love this. So let's go ahead and find out what will take you by surprise in a positive way, of course, or the positive surprises coming in for you. Let's begin. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number two. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see here. Okay, you have the Empress. Six of Wands. Very nice. Okay, next you have King of Swords. Four of Wands. Wow, I'm actually sensing something about soul connection. I really got that right off the bat. So yeah, interesting. I don't want to obsess over labels, but definitely a strong or high level soul connection here is what I'm picking up for some of you if it's around love and romance. Okay, you got the Chariot. I'll be reading that in upright. I keep on hearing somebody saying, I made the right decision. I'm so glad I made the right decision. Somebody kept on saying that, and I'm hearing a guy voice or a guy's voice. So that's a positive surprise for some of you, making the right decision. Because whatever the results are, all right, you're going to say to yourself those things. Like, it's a good thing I made this particular type of decision. Especially when I saw this Chariot card, okay? And you got the Page of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. Alrighty. So, here's what I'm seeing, group number two. First, let's start off with the signs. I'm seeing here air signs. So you might be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, especially Libra. And then I'm also seeing here fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have water signs over here, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Cancer. So you may have those in your chart somewhere. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or it can just be the energy. And by the way, if it's Earth, I'm also getting Taurus, okay? All right, so what positive surprises are coming in for you, group number two? Just like what I heard earlier, let's start off with that. I keep on hearing a guy's voice, and he's saying something like, I made the right decision, and this person is so freaking happy. Okay, so I don't know what that is for some of you, okay, but I'm seeing here for sure that whatever it is that you've been deciding on, especially if you're resonating with that, you'll be making the right one, okay, and you'll be seeing the result. And you're going to say to yourself that it's a good thing I've actually made the right decision, that I chose this over this. So there's something about choice or decision here, okay? I'm also getting here that for some of you, part of the positive surprise is coming in for you. Now, this is not for all of you, obviously, but I'm definitely seeing here that somebody is actually going to be surprised that they are pregnant, okay? Especially for those who are hoping to have a child. And I keep on hearing it's a boy. So whether you're also expecting or hoping that it's a boy, I keep on hearing that for someone out there. So one, that's a positive surprise. You'll find out that you're pregnant, or if it's not you, somebody around you, okay? And you'll be receiving news that this person is pregnant, okay? And it's really positive, of course. Another message that's coming through, especially with this Empress card, Empress is also talking about fertility, abundance, all right, or generosity or growth. So I'm actually also getting here that there is growth, or there's actually some sort of like financial success or abundance happening for a lot of you, or expansion as well is also what I'm getting, whether it's actually in the area of your business or in your career. I'm getting that. I'm hearing that it's like your business, especially if this is a business. I keep on hearing it's like your business is blowing up like crazy. Or maybe there's actually going to be a birth of a new business. Somebody's wanting to start out a new business. I don't know what this for, but I heard that just now. So maybe you are thinking of starting your own business, or you're already starting it. And then you'll be surprised. This is the positive surprise for you that, wow, you didn't expect it to be so freaking successful. Because again, you got the Six of Wands, and Six of Wands is all about victory or success, okay? So it's like you started something small, or you may actually kind of like think that this is actually not going to be recognized, or it's not really going to be picking up so easily. But then all of a sudden, you're going to be surprised like it's selling like hot pancakes. That's really the message that came through for me. So congratulations, whoever you are, if you're resonating with that. Another message that's coming through is that, again, you will be also receiving some sort of like a praise or recognition, because that's the energy as well of the Six of Wands, okay? So I see here that some of you guys are going to be gaining a lot of praise from people, whether it's because of the work that you've done, okay? Or maybe you're also going to be gaining more and more admirers, all right? And here you are, you're like really surprised about it. Like, what's happening? And probably it's because of you are now the Empress, especially if you're the Divine Feminine watching this. Now, if you're actually a guy, or you're actually the Divine Masculine, just switch roles, all right? So maybe this is something that also kind of like popped up for group number one. So if you're drawn to that, you may also check out group number one. But I got this scenario from group number one as well, in which somebody's trying to work on themselves. They're feeling good about themselves. They've been trying to improve their physical body, and it's paying off. So it's kind of like giving me the vibes that you guys are glowing up. And because of your working on yourself, I also heard self-love, which is also quite interesting, by the way, because Hypersthene is also related to self-love. So for those who are resonating with, yes, I've been working on myself, I've been improving my physical body, I've been putting myself first now, all right, it's going to be paying off because you're now embracing the Empress energy. You're open to receive love, all right, or you're open to receive blessings in abundance from universe. And it's really going to be, happening for you, group number two, because I also see here that you'll be gaining a lot of admirers, all right? You will attract a lot of people who will not only see you as somebody who's very beautiful inside and out, but they would also respect you. So there's something about respect, especially with the Six of Wands card, okay? In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it actually shows a guy riding on a horse, and there's a lot of people cheering him on, they're clapping. So that's why I picked up something around getting some sort of like a compliment or a praise, all right, or recognition from the people around you, or even from strangers, okay? Another message that's coming through, and again, I feel this is actually related to the Chariot card or something around decision making. And I feel the King of Swords is tied to that. There's something about gaining clarity about a particular situation, okay? And this is part of the positive surprise for some of you. Like, finally, I'm seeing things clearly now, because that's the energy of the King of Swords. You might be an air sign, again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, all right? And maybe you've been thinking about something, or you're actually kind of like confused about a particular situation. You're having a hard time deciding, because I keep on hearing from Spirit indecision, the word indecision. But I feel that you guys are actually going to be gaining clarity about it. And this is going to help you to finally, move forward, or to finally initiate the necessary steps, okay? Or you're going to be taking action on something based on the clarity that you have actually earned or received, okay? Because again, sword is all about truth as well, okay? Things are becoming clear for you, and you're feeling more confident now to take action, whatever this is for you, okay? And then I also heard something about soul connection, okay? And it's a high-level connection. Again, I don't want to obsess over labels like twin flames or what, but yeah, it's a high-level connection. And I'm hearing, yeah, it's possible that for some of you, you're just about to meet this person. But for a lot of you, what I actually heard is that you already know who this is. It's actually somebody that you had several lifetimes with, maybe back in Egypt, because I'm drawn to the Chariot card. Look at that. I like the Pharaoh, right? So I really heard this strongly for someone out there, that there's going to be a successful union, okay? Because I keep on hearing that maybe you and this person are actually, yeah, away or apart from each other. I'm getting physical distance as well. Yeah, because you got the Two of Wands. And on the Two of Wands, there's a person holding a globe, all right? And then you got the Chariot card, which is also related to travel, okay? So I don't know what this is for, but this is something very specific. Well, number one, this person is somebody that you probably already know, and you guys are actually far away from each other. It's a long distance connection. And some of you guys are kind of like thinking that maybe this is not going to go anywhere. I keep on hearing that right now. Somebody's thinking that maybe, yeah, this is not really going to be a successful connection because we're far away from each other. Somebody's saying that. Somebody's actually even on the point of giving this up because it's impossible. Okay? But I'm actually hearing from Spirit that the positive surprise coming in for you is that there's going to be a successful union. You and this person are finally coming together. Okay? I even heard that part of the positive surprise that's coming in, this person, whether this is actually also the viewer or the person that you're dealing with, is actually going to be inviting you or telling you that, hey, I wanted to see you in person. I keep on hearing that. Like somebody wanted to see the other person. Maybe you've been talking to this person for a long time. You've been chatting, all right? Or you met this person online. And finally, somebody's ready to kind of like see the other person, especially if you guys haven't seen each other in person. So I'm getting that. There's going to be an offer here, all right? I'm also hearing, speaking of offers, somebody's going to be offering something they probably thought that, yeah, it's actually, a not so good offer, all right? And that's why they're hesitating with a Chariot card. I keep on hearing that. Somebody's kind of like, and it's a guy. Yeah, it's actually a guy. So whether this is you or this person, okay, who wanted to make an offer, but at first this person's going to be undecided or is in this back and forth energy with a Chariot card. Like, should I do this? Maybe this person's just going to be rejecting me. I keep on hearing that. Or this person is going to be offering something that they feel is actually not really going to be good enough for the person that they're offering, whatever that is that they're offering, okay? But then the surprise there is that this person will be, gladly accepting that offer. You get what I'm saying, group number 2? That's really what I'm hearing. Like somebody's thinking, oh, I'm just giving a, really not so good offer to this person, but this is something that I can only afford for now, or something that I can only give for now. Thinking that maybe this person is just really going to be looking down on my offer or rejecting my offer, but then boom, like this person is actually going to be liking whatever it is that the other person is offering. So again, I'm putting it that way. You can switch roles. It can be the person that you're dealing with who's going to be making this offer for you, or this is actually you, okay? But regardless, I'm seeing here that there is success, of course, with the 6 of Wands. And I'm also getting here as well that somebody is also going to be ready now to take things to the next level. Somebody's thinking about that. Somebody's planning. Again, there's something about planning and decision. And maybe that's why I heard somebody saying, oh my gosh, all of my plans are finally coming to fruition, or finally, I'm seeing some progress in what I've planned, a few months ago, or finally you're ready to kind of like, put those plans into action by charging forward with a Chariot card, and it's going to be a success. And again, I heard something about divine union, okay, with the 4 of Wands. You might be seeing 1111 a lot. That's why I'm picking up a high-level type of connection, whether it's twin flame or soulmate, because I don't want to obsess over labels. But I really got that there is going to be a successful union. And this is going to surprise a lot of you. All right. For those who are resonating with, you are in a high level connection right now. And again, the tip is that you and this person have known each other, or have several, or had several lifetimes together, especially around Egyptian times is also what I heard. So yeah, the Empress, right? So I feel that you guys, especially if you're the divine feminine over here, and you're already in your Empress energy, or you're embracing the Empress energy, you're also going to be attracting the divine masculine now, okay? Or you're ready to come into union with your divine masculine. My gosh, there's tons of information that I'm hearing. I wasn't expecting that this reading will be filled with so many information. So since there's several, I would suggest for you to only take what applies, okay? All right, let's try to pull up another set of cards. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 2? Okay, you got the 5 of ear in reverse. I keep on hearing peace of mind when I saw the doves. So maybe for some of you guys, either this is what's happening to you lately or recently, in which you're feeling anxious, you've been overthinking, all right? I don't know what this for, but you're kind of like really conflicted about something, all right? There's a lot of things going in your mind. I keep on hearing from Spirit that you've been overthinking. So the positive surprise here for some of you, I need to deliver this right away because I might forget it. So whatever it is that's been troubling you, or you're kind of like excessively worrying about something, and therefore you're overthinking it, you'll be surprised that it's the other way around. For instance, this is just an example. Oh, maybe this person doesn't like me, or maybe this person's going to be rejecting me. And then boom, you are going to be surprised that it's actually the other way around. Do you get what I'm saying, group number 2? Somebody needed to hear that, okay? Wow, that was so strong. What else? Adventure, okay. Let's pull up another card. Look at the bigger picture, okay. Let's get one more before I continue. I keep on hearing something about overcomplicating the situation when it's not really complicated. I keep on hearing the word simplify. I don't know what this for, but it's still tied to somebody who's overthinking. And this is for some of you. Maybe you've been excessively worrying or overthinking about a situation or about a particular person, okay? And so the positive surprise, just like what I said earlier, is that you will be discovering for yourself that you've been just overthinking the situation when it could have been so simple. You might be an air sign, all right? I notice that there's a lot of air energy for group number 2. So whether, again, you're in Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, okay? I do have Aquarius moon, or my moon sign is in Aquarius, and I have Libra as well in my chart. So I can definitely understand you guys, or I could resonate with you. So I'm getting here that, yeah, you'll be discovering for yourself that you've been just kind of like overanalyzing the situation way too much when it was actually quite simple after all right? So I'm seeing here that a lot of you guys are going to be gaining a wider perspective or even clarity in your situation. It's like you're going to be seeing for yourself, oh my gosh, all right, it's the opposite of what I thought. So that's a positive surprise, okay? And that's why I use that example in which you're probably thinking negatively about a situation, that maybe I'm not going to get accepted, or maybe this person's going to be rejecting me. Maybe this person doesn't like me after all. And then boom, it's actually the opposite of what you're thinking. You get what I'm saying, group number 2? That's the positive surprise for some of you. And then I'm also seeing here that the positive surprise that is coming in for you, there's something about travel, really, because you got the adventure card as well as the landscape and places card. So somebody's actually watching this pile. Let me actually go back to what I heard earlier. Somebody is in a long distance connection here. Okay. And I feel that somebody's going to be inviting the other person, like, hey, let's finally meet up. And maybe you weren't really expecting it, like finally this person agreed to see you in person, or somebody's going to be traveling towards you. Or if you're a guy, I'm hearing that it's the guy or the divine masculine who's going to be offering that, okay? So I see that happening, and that's going to be a positive surprise. For others of you, the positive surprise is that you'll be getting an invite, whether it's actually your friends, like you're going to go somewhere, all right? And this is going to come off as a surprise to you, like, okay, yeah, let's go for that. I wanted to visit that place. And then for others of you, the positive surprise is that you guys are going to be moving to a new location here. So there's something about relocation, okay? Either moving to a different state or city or even country. And maybe at first you're having, so much negative thoughts around it, or you're kind of like thinking negatively about the situation. You're giving more energy to your fears and worries. But then boom, you'll be realizing that, wow, it's actually a great move, or you're actually going to be having a lot of fun even, okay? And you're going to be saying to yourself, wow, it's a good thing that I actually made this move, okay? Maybe that's why I keep on hearing somebody saying, I made the right decision here, okay? So there's really something about taking a risk as well, or taking a chance. Maybe you were also kind of like in this Five of Swords energy. You're in this back and forth energy. You're not sure if you're making the right decision. And then for others of you, again, there's something about perspective, okay? Because it says here, do you wish to explore new experiences and perspective? And then you got, look at the bigger picture. So I'm seeing here that, again, this is part of the positive surprise that's coming in for you, that you're going to be gaining clarity, or you're actually going to be gaining a wider perspective or a higher perspective about some situation that you're going through. Okay? That's nice. All right, let's try to pull it more. What else, Spirit? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 2 or group number 2? Loss. Okay. Yeah, and there's a ship. Oh my gosh, this is quite interesting. There's really something about travel. If I'm going to be reading this intuitively, okay? But let's pull out the rest of the cards. Wish wisely. Okay. Hold up. Before I forget, because I keep on hearing, this message from Spirit that somebody's watching this pile, whether this is actually also you, right? You probably thought you lost this person. I keep on hearing that. You probably thought that you and this person are never going to be together, that this is a hopeless case. And then picking up, it's actually something romantic, okay? especially if there's distance involved here, because there's a lot of travel cards. I keep on hearing that for someone out there. Or you probably thought that you've lost this person moved away from you with that boat moving on. I keep on hearing that. So let's put it in a general way, because some of it are very specific, but it's like you probably thought that you've lost this connection already, or this person. And so again, with the Five of Swords in reverse, that's what I heard, that it's just a product of your mind. And the positive surprise is that you'll be realizing that this person didn't move on from you, or that this person still loves you, or that you guys are still going to be coming together or coming in union, okay? Because I'm really hearing the word union for group number 2. Wow. And again, with this wish wisely, I'm more like getting it's a wish fulfillment, okay? So whatever it is that you've been manifesting or wishing for, it's actually going to be granted, or it's coming into fruition, or your dreams are finally coming true. And I see here that you guys are going to be taking the practical steps towards, fulfilling that dream, okay? So yeah, wish fulfillment for sure. For group number 2, that's the positive surprise that finally it's a reality, all right? Or finally this dream of yours is coming true. All right, let's see what else. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 2? I feel group number 2, for a lot of you chose this pile. You may want to work with amethyst, okay? Especially if you're in Aquarius. I keep on hearing that, okay? Because I was also drawn to the purple color as well as the lavender, okay? So lavender is actually really good for calming your energy, all right? So I see here that there's a lot of people who chose this pile in which maybe you're feeling anxious recently, or you're feeling stressed out. So yeah, maybe use lavender essential oil, or work with amethyst crystal. I just feel like saying that for someone out there. And you got the open up card, okay? Somebody's ready to open up. That's nice. Whether this is you or it's actually this person. Wow, and it's going to bring happiness and fulfillment. Oh my gosh, what the freak. So yeah, it goes both ways, all right? So whether this is actually you, you're finally expressing, or you will be surprised yourself that you are confident now to express yourself freely, or you're finally ready to open up your true feelings for someone that you love. Now, if this is actually not you opening up and you're waiting for this person to open up, that's actually what I'm getting, okay? Somebody's ready to express their true feelings for you, and both of you are really going to be so freaking happy. And I keep on hearing somebody saying, oh my gosh, I've wasted a lot of time here because I was thinking that this person doesn't like me back. Somebody's afraid of rejection. Yeah, I keep on getting that. Somebody's really kind of like thinking that maybe this person's not going to be liking me back because I feel so. Yeah, with the Page of Cups, somebody's feeling as if that you're way much better than them, okay? Or somebody's feeling that this person's out of their league. Yeah, but for some reason, this person, whether this is you or the other person, will have the courage and the confidence to take their chance to open up. And this person is going to be surprised, or whether this is you, who's going to be surprised like, oh my gosh, we feel the same way about each other. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking amazing. I don't know what's that for. And both of you are really going to be so freaking happy. Also, with the fulfillment card, and then you got the wish wisely. So wish fulfillment. I just said that earlier, all right? So your wishes are finally being fulfilled, and that's part of the positive surprise, okay? Let's try to pull up more. What else, Spirit? I keep on hearing the name Rebecca, okay? Interesting. Four of Michael, okay? So yeah, it says insights that come from quiet meditation. The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. Bingo. You saw me shuffle. I can't make this up. That's why I need to bring up something about lavender essential oil to calm your anxiety. Group number 2. I feel a lot of the people chose this pile. You're having sleepless nights. You're feeling anxious about something. You're worried over something. I won't be surprised if you have air in your chart. This is also 4 of Swords, which is an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay? And even if you don't have those signs in your chart, maybe this is what you've been experiencing. You're mentally exhausted. You've been overthinking. You're having sleepless nights. So I'm getting here that first, the advice from Spirit for you guys is to, again, not to be too hard on yourself, all right? Be gentle with yourself. Take enough rest, all right? Take a step back. And if you're worried over something or you're having a hard time deciding about what to do, meditate, okay? Ground your energy, group number 2. Spend more time in nature. And you may also use lavender essential oil or peppermint if you don't like lavender. Or work with amethyst crystal, which is also a really great crystal to help you with your anxiety, okay, or your stress. So again, seek relief from any stress. And again, Four of Swords is all about separation as well. So maybe if this is actually related to what I heard earlier, because some of you guys are saying that maybe we're not going to be together, all right? Somebody's saying that. Maybe we're not meant for each other. Maybe this person has moved on from me completely. And just like what I heard earlier, it's like the total opposite. This person hasn't moved on from you. This person likes you back. This person's coming back. Whatever, okay? Whatever it is that you would be resonating with. But that's the energy that I actually got, okay? And there's union for sure. So maybe right now, you and this person are separated from each other. There's distance. So whether it's emotional distance or it's also geographical distance, because I'm getting there's something about travel, okay? And yeah, somebody's kind of like thinking that maybe this is not going to work. This long distance thing is not going to work, all right? But yeah, somebody's going to be taking their chances here. And if it's emotional distance, all right, you and this person are going to be sorting things out, which will come up as a surprise for you. You probably thought that this person has given up on this connection or they're never going to be opening up their feelings, okay? Wow, very interesting. And again, this is something that you've been praying for because in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, on the Four of Swords card, it shows a guy praying, okay? So maybe you've been wishing for something, you have been manifesting something, you've been praying for something. And so whatever it is that you've been wishing for, like what I said, the positive surprise for you is that finally it's coming into fruition with the fruit over here, or it's becoming a reality, okay? Let's see what else. Healer of the ages. Okay. Now this is quite interesting. There's something about healing and recovery as well for group number 2. So part of the positive surprises coming in for you is that you're recovering or healing from some sort of like a major illness. I'm hearing major. It's not like it's just a cold or a simple fever, all right? I'm getting that it's actually something major. So somebody would be resonating with that. If it's actually not you, it can be somebody who's dear to you. Whether it's a family member who's actually sick, all right? And I keep on hearing miracle because I'm drawn to this Healer of the Ages card where it shows the image of Christ, okay? And as we all know, Christ or Jesus Christ is also a healer, all right? And you've been praying the Four of Swords. So I'm really getting that in a very strong way that somebody will actually achieve miraculous healing. And that's a positive surprise. Like, oh my gosh, this is such an impossible case. But then for some reason, you were healed or, somebody around you healed from some sort of like a nearly impossible case of type of illness. You know what I'm saying? I keep on getting that for someone out there. Yeah, just like what Jesus has done, right? Jesus was able to resurrect somebody from, the dead, right? So it's that kind of vibe. Like you may think it's impossible already, or you think that this is a hopeless situation, whether this is you who's sick. And again, I keep on getting major illness, but maybe you've been praying for it. And yeah, there's miraculous healing. In other words, that's really what I'm picking up. There's miraculous healing, and that's going to be your positive surprise. Wow, I love this. I freaking love this. I love this card. All right, let's try to pull it more. And by the way, with this image of Jesus Christ, all right, I feel like sharing this as well. not everybody's actually, going to be believing in this, of course. I mean, religion is definitely, different from spirituality. I'm actually a religious person, by the way, and also very spiritual. All right. And it's different. Both are different. But yeah, I feel like sharing the song, The Creed. Yeah, The Creed by Hillsong United, I believe. Yeah, it's a very beautiful song. Somebody needed to hear that message, or hear that song rather, or the lyrics. Yeah, especially if you're actually on the verge of giving up, or you feel as if that you will never be healed. Okay. So, yeah, for whoever this is for, try to listen to that song. It's one of my favorites, really. The Creed, again, Hillsong United. All right, anyway, let's try to pull it more. Yeah, because you got the Mountain card. So somebody who's watching this pile, you are going through a really, really difficult situation. Because Mountain, it represents obstacles or challenges or hardship. But know that you are a very strong or resilient person, group number 2. So don't give up. Okay? Do not give up. I keep on hearing that right now. Your guides are saying, do not give up. You can overcome this particular challenge of yours, whatever that is for you, because this is a general reading. For some of you, it's related to your health or somebody's health. Okay? And you're probably feeling hopeless. You're probably feeling as if that, yeah, you know what? It's not going to go anywhere. Or maybe, yeah, I have to accept things as they are. All right? And it's something to do with healing from some sort of like a major illness, really. I don't know what this for. But like what I said, number 1, there's miraculous healing. Okay? Number 2, if you're not resonating with healing from some sort of like an illness, I'm getting more of like you are going to be receiving still a miracle, because this particular challenge or obstacle that you felt so, desperate about, or you felt as if that you're giving up on it, you are going to be overcoming that. Okay? I keep on hearing the name John, by the way. So yeah, John, and then earlier it's Rebecca. Okay, so anyway, let's pull up more. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 2? And by the way, keep on getting the number 6 as well. So take a look at that angel number. Yeah, I just said 6. And when I flip this card that flew, it's number 6. Oh my gosh, memories of love. Okay, so another message that's coming through for group number 2 as part of the positive surprise that's coming in. And I got this for group number 1 as well. Some of you are going to be realizing that you are finally over from the past, that the past doesn't affect you so much anymore. And I'm pretty sure some of you would resonate with that. And that is a sign that you are healed already. Unlike in the past, when you talk about or think about someone, it still affects you. You get either upset or angry whenever their name is being brought up to you, or whenever you're being reminded of them. But once, you kind of like noticed, or you notice that even if that person's name, is going to be bringing up to you, or some memories from the past is kind of like coming up to the surface, you're not as affected as before anymore. And that's a sign that you've finally, moved on from that particular situation or from that person. Okay? Somebody needed to hear that as part of their positive surprise. And then, like what I said, I'm seeing here something around reunion. That's a strong energy as well for group number 2. I keep on getting that reunion, reconciliation with the 6 of Cups. Okay? So I see you guys coming into union with someone. And that's why I picked up a high level type of soul connection as well, in which maybe a lot of you guys, you're separated right now. Okay? You've been praying that you and this person will actually be together again. And you're probably on the verge of giving up, or you're losing hope. Okay? But that's going to be your positive surprise, that this person's coming back, or you and this person are actually going to reunite or rekindle the connection. How positive and beautiful is that? I'm so happy for you guys. And again, you might be seeing the number 6 a lot. All right. So watch out for that repeating number. What else? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 2 or group number 2? Wow, I'm hearing a lot of names, really. I heard William. I heard Blake. I don't know why I heard that. So anyway, Unfinished Symphony. There you go. I love the synchronicity. You saw me shuffle, right? What did I just said earlier? If you can still remember group number 2. Some of you guys are, again, on the verge of losing hope or giving up on something or someone. Like you're telling yourself, oh, it's impossible. I specifically heard somebody saying, maybe this is not going to work. We're actually far away from each other, all right? I keep on hearing that. Or you probably thought you've lost this person completely. And then boom, all of a sudden you would be realizing that that's not the case after all. That's why I heard somebody has been overthinking or thinking negatively, or somebody, was kind of like over analyzing the situation way too much. But then part of your positive surprise is that you'll be realizing for yourself or discovering for yourself that that's not the case. Okay, because there is an unfinished business between you and this particular person, or whatever it is. If it's not an actual person, you probably thought that it's over, like it's already dead, okay? And then you would be realizing that it's not after all, okay? Wow. And again, with the image of the egg over here, there's actually going to be a new beginning. Somebody's also kind of like pursuing some sort of like a career here, a life purpose. Wow, this is very strong. I heard this for someone out there. You may be a musician even, or somebody's into music. And maybe you actually kind of like on the verge of giving up hope on your passion. You probably thought that you will never become successful because of the many failures or what. Yeah, so again, don't give up. That's actually what I'm hearing from your guides, because success is coming in for you. Maybe not right away, but as you continue to persevere, you will be. You will become successful, okay, in your musical career or other, yeah. I also heard something about discovering that you have this sort of like an additional talent, okay, or your talents will be recognized. That's also part of the positive surprise, okay? Wow, that is so amazing. Let's try to pull up more. Okay. Wow, look at this. Wheel of Fortune, you guys. The wheels are turning finally towards your favor. I love this for group number 2, because I feel group number 2, you've been through a lot. I could really sense that with the energies based on the cards that we pulled up. So the wheels are finally turning towards your favor. And that's really amazing. So let's read this. It says, happy change. That's part of your positive surprise, group number 2. Your angels have heard your prayers. What did I just said about the Four of Swords? Because in the traditional right-away tarot, it shows the guy praying. Okay? And I even said that earlier. Maybe you've been praying or wishing for something. You probably thought that it's over. You probably thought that, yeah, it's not going to happen. All right? So, here's your message. Your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions, okay, due to the suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. Somebody needed to hear that. That's crazy. And I'm getting a goosebump right now, or several goosebumps in my body, actually. Remember at the very start of the reading, I heard a guy saying, okay, that I made the right decision. Finally, you know, or somebody's just really excited and so happy because they made the right decision. And now it says here, you may need to make some rapid decision due to the suddenness of activity. So their advice for you, if you're resonating with that, in which you're conflicted about something because you got the Five of Swords, you're having a hard time deciding, okay? You're afraid to make a decision because you might fail. So your guides are saying, be confident, okay? Trust the guidance, your intuition that you're receiving. You're getting the support from your guides even, or your ancestors. They're banding together to help you to make some positive changes. So yeah, with this happy change card, definitely there's going to be some amazing positive transformation happening in your life. And you will be surprised about that. Like, finally, things are turning towards your favor this time. Or there's growth happening for you as well. Or things are finally moving forward. Maybe you were actually in a period of stagnation where there's not much movement. Okay? So that's nice. I love that for you. Let's see, what else? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 2? I love this reading. I love the energy for group number 2, actually. And I love that it's actually still very much unique as compared to group 1's reading. But if you're still drawn to check out group number 1, feel free to do that. Let's see here. Evolve. You're growing, okay? With the Evolve card. So there's growth and expansion. You're changing for the better. With this image of the butterfly wings, you're ready, okay? Somebody needed to hear that. You're ready. Go for it. What are you waiting for? Go for it, okay? Be confident in your decision. So there's something about taking a leap of faith, because I keep on hearing somebody saying you're ready, you're ready. Go for it. Be confident, okay? And whatever this is that you're going to be taking a chance on, it will lead you to your growth, okay? Or there's growth in whatever it is that you are going to be pursuing, okay? Wow. And again, there's also something around spiritual growth, okay? With the Healer of the Ages and the Evolve card, you're spiritually growing, and it will come as a surprise to you. Like, wow. I'm not the same person as before anymore, because the fact that you also got a message earlier around your perspective is also changing, right? That's it. You're spiritually maturing or growing. Nice. I love this for you. What else, Spirit? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 2? Your reading is a bit too long, I notice, but it's okay. You might be a male watching this, or this concerns a male in your life. And then you got conflict. Okay, so either you had some sort of like an argument, or some sort of like, misunderstanding with a particular person. And so what is the positive surprise? That this person is ready to make peace with you, or you guys are finally going to be able to restore peace and harmony within the connection with this particular person. Because somebody probably thought that it's over because you and this person had some sort of like a huge argument or a misunderstanding, okay? Or somebody is kind of like saying to themselves, because that's what I heard earlier, like, I thought this person's mad at me when I'm just overthinking it. Yeah, somebody needed to hear that, okay? All right, so 2 cards about conflict. This 5 of Swords is also talking about conflict. So again, I feel that the positive surprise that's coming in for some of you is that somebody is actually going to be admitting their mistakes as well. Somebody's going to be apologizing, and it will come off as a surprise to you. Maybe you never thought that this person will actually have the nerve to apologize. Maybe because this person is very egotistical or too much in their pride as well. Okay, that's another message that's coming through. All right, let's pull up more, because you still have a lot of cards I need to pull up here. But yeah, we're already at 40 plus minutes. So let's see. Excuse me. So you got the hand. Part of the positive surprises coming in for some of you is that you will be getting some sort of like, help, or somebody's going to be helping you in your situation. And maybe you're not expecting that this person is going to be helping you as well. Okay. Or probably feeling alone in your situation, whether this is also financial aid or financial help. Then you got deep friendship with someone of the same sex. The month of March is somewhat significant for some of you. Pisces energy as well, or maybe Aries for others of you. Yeah. So I'm getting here that with a teapot card, for others of you, I'm seeing here that somebody's actually going to be ready to express their sexuality. That's part of the positive surprise. Like, if this is you and you're part of the LGBTQIA+, you're like, wow, you're actually more feeling confident to express your sexuality. All right. That's also what I got for someone out there. And yeah, I'm also getting here that for some of you, the positive surprise is that you are going to be meeting someone who can actually be your friend. Okay. Maybe this person is just going to be helping you with something, for instance, direction, and then you became close, all right? That's also the positive surprise that's coming in for some of you. For deepening of the friendship as well. Then you got the Ring card, all right? So a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So part of the positive surprise that's coming in is that there is going to be a marriage proposal. If you're already in a commitment or you're already in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, this person is ready to, yeah, tie the knot with you, and you'll be surprised because of the proposal, okay? Or this person is actually ready to take things to the next level. For some of you, there's success in your business, because I heard that at the very start of the reading as well. And then you got coins. Money will be coming to you. My gosh, that's also part of your positive surprise, that there's going to be growth in your income, or there's financial increase, okay? Financial abundance for sure. And then pay attention to your finances with a purse card. So for some of you, again, something around finances. For others of you, though, that you will be, surprised that the way you actually are going to be handling your finances is going to be different than before. Maybe you know yourself so much that you like to spend, on things that really isn't necessary. I'm hearing that. Maybe extravagant spending. But it's like you're becoming a different person now. You're learning now how to spend or save your money wisely. That's also the positive surprise. Okay. Alrighty. So let's actually get a message for you first using this angel deck. Okay. I am innovative. All right. So you might be seeing the number 1. And it says here, you are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. How crazy is this? What did I just said earlier when we saw the Mountain card? So you guys are very tough people, okay? You've been through a lot. You guys are very determined, okay? So that's why I said earlier, if you can still remember, your determination, your persistence, your perseverance will pay off, okay? And for some of you, maybe there's actually an amazing idea, all right, that you will come up with, and it's going to be a success. And you'll be surprised by that. And I even heard at the very start of the reading, some of you are going to be starting some sort of like a business, really. And you probably thought that it's not going to be picking up or it's not going to blow up, but it's suddenly like, selling like pancakes or something, or hot pancakes. And then I also got that somebody is watching this pile. There's something about, popularity. Maybe you have a social media, all right? So I see here that for some of you, your social media will gain so much followers, or some sort of like a video will go viral. And it's an idea or something that you're actually going to be coming up with that is so original. And yeah, it will inspire a lot of people, or you will be gaining a lot of respect, admiration, or success, and even, a lot of followers. Somebody needed to hear that as well. So it makes sense why you got the 6 of Wands at the very start of the reading. Okay, so let's get a fortune card for you as well, because this reading is a bit too long. But again, I really wanted to do long readings because I wanted to provide more details for you guys. So hopefully you're appreciating that. So you're actually getting more and more information about your situation too. So yeah, part of your surprise, or the positive surprise, it's around love and romance. And it says here, love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. So that's beautiful. Love is coming in. I see reunion, reconciliation. That's part of the positive surprise, or somebody's ready to open up their feelings. If this is you, you're a guy, because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit right now. You're probably afraid that you will be rejected, or this person doesn't feel the same way about you. But this is you having the confidence to open up and to be yourself. And you'll be surprised, all right, that by doing so, there's a lot of amazing things happening, or it will actually kind of like push or help, rather, not push, but help this connection between you and this person to grow even more. All right, because you will be realizing that this person has the same feelings for you. But to put it in a general way, yeah, love is in the air for group number 2. Either you are going to be realizing as well, you'll be surprised that you're in love again, all right? Or there's a new person who's going to be stirring up your feelings, okay? All right, so here's something that I actually did. I've channeled some random messages here as additional details of what positive surprises are coming in for you. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Let's start off with this one. So for some of you, your positive surprise, it's attracting several admirers. I said that at the very start of the reading. That's crazy. There's something about popularity, or because you're in the Empress energy. I said that at the very beginning. Go back at the very beginning. You're glowing up, all right? And because of you're taking good care of yourself, you're learning how to love yourself more. And again, Hypersthene is also related to self-love, by the way. It's not just the rose quartz crystal, but Hypersthene too. So again, you're attracting several admirers, and you'll be surprised by that. Like, what is going on? Maybe it's something that is new to you, all right? And I feel it's because you've worked hard on yourself. You've been doing the inner work, self-love work, okay? So your vibration is, your aura is changing for the better, all right? And therefore, this is actually helping you to attract several admirers. They're seeing your true beauty, group number 2. So that's one. Next, you are glowing up. Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? Group number 2. A lot of you guys are glowing up. And because of that, you're attracting several admirers. Wow. Congratulations. I love that. Then we have this message that says, a negative, toxic person is finally leaving your life. Wow, maybe that's why I got the conflict. And the 5 of Swords is finally in reverse. So for some of you, be resonating with this, that there's somebody who's very negative or toxic that's draining your energy, and this person's finally leaving your life for good, okay? And that's a positive surprise for you. Maybe you thought that this person's never going to be leaving you, okay? But finally, this person is exiting your life. That's great. All right, what else? Let's see here. Feeling more healthier or better. Oh my gosh. Remember we actually talked about somebody who's ill? Okay? Somebody who's watching this pile. Either this is you or somebody dear to you or close to you who's actually ill. So that's why I talked about something around healing, especially we saw the image of Jesus Christ. So again, feeling more healthier or better. And that's the positive surprise coming in for you or someone around you. Okay? What else? Money wish coming true. Well, yes. Well, yes. Because you got money will be coming to you. How crazy is that? You saw me. I can't make this up. It's not cherry picking or anything like that, right? So there you go. Money wish is finally coming true. That's your positive surprise. Congratulations. Next we have discovering your hidden talent. That's what I said when I saw this card, you guys. Some of you are going to be uncovering that you have a knack or you're actually good at singing or some other talent, okay? And that's going to be your positive surprise. Like, I didn't know I'm actually going to be good at this, or this is part of my talent, okay? There you go. It's interesting. Next, I love group 2's reading. It's just so freaking powerful. All right, meeting a new friend. And that's what I said when that's what I said when I saw the teapot card, right? I just said that. Like, maybe this is kind of like a stranger to you. And then you will be realizing that you and this person are actually, resonating so much with each other, or you guys are going to be friends and you weren't expecting it. Maybe, for instance, the example that I actually gave out earlier is that maybe somebody asked for directions and then you just had this small talk and then it became really, really nice. And then you would be exchanging numbers, something like that. All right. So meeting a new friend for some of you, that's a positive surprise. What else? You will no longer hold on to grudges. Yep. I said that too at the very start of the reading. I can't believe it. All of the things here are actually the ones that came up on your cards at the very start as well. Remember, you got the 6 of Swords. Some of you are finally ready to move on from the past. The past is no longer affecting you. All right, last but not the least, you got here this message that says you or someone dear to you will receive a miracle. Are you freaking kidding me? I was talking about miracle. I even got this miraculous healing with the healer of the ages, right? So yeah, you or someone will receive a miracle, whether it's actually around healing or any other type of miracle. How amazing this is that, group number 2. I so freaking love this for you. My gosh, I love the energy for group number 2, and I'm really excited. Honestly, I'm so freaking excited for you guys because I can feel the energy, all right? And I'm so proud of you guys because you guys are really, tough people. You're resilient, okay? You're very determined. It's paying off. And it's a good thing that you have faith because I'm drawn again to the image of Jesus, okay? Yeah, maybe it's a test to your faith. That's what I'm hearing right now. All right. It's a test to your faith. And it's a good thing that you hold on to your faith. You didn't give up on it. Okay. Regardless of whatever religion, it's not all about religion here. Okay. But yeah, I'm seeing that for group number 2. And also, like what I said, in terms of song, I got this, music or this song that I really love myself. It's, again, listen to that. Which is The Creed by Hillsong United, I believe. Okay? So anyway, group number 2, that's all I have for you. I really love your reading. It's super long though, but I hope that this gave you some inspiration. It uplifted your spirit. It actually motivated you. And again, I wasn't just making it up just to make you feel good. As always, I've been live shuffling, all right? I can't make all of these up. So I hope that you would actually claim this, all right? And just continue to believe in yourself, continue to have faith that anything is possible. All right, I'll be seeing you again next week. Bye, guys. Love and light. Hi, group number 3. You have chosen the Hypersthene crystal bracelet. Let's go ahead and find out what positive surprises are coming in for you. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 3. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see here. What positive surprises are coming in for you guys? Okay. You got 8 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Ten of Swords in reverse. Might be seeing the number 10 a lot. Then you have 7 of Pentacles. King of Wands, and then I'll read this in upright. We have the 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, you have the Empress. Okay. So I'm seeing here in terms of signs, we have a lot of fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may actually have that in your chart somewhere. And then we have earth signs as well. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, especially Taurus. And if it's air, I'm seeing here Libra. All right, so what positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? Well, for some of you, I'm actually getting a very positive message that's coming through for you. So whether it's actually related to your job or somebody delivering a very, very positive message that will make you so freaking happy. It can also be a message that you've been waiting for with the 7 of Pentacles. Some of you probably already gave up on it with the 10 of Swords in reverse. I feel that at first you were actually thinking that maybe, yeah, this person's never going to be contacting me anymore, or this person has forgotten about me. I also got that message. And then boom, all of a sudden, you'll be surprised, all right, that this person's going to be reaching out. Or you will be receiving this very positive confirmation, or again, some exciting news about whether it's related to job, okay, or something that you've applied for, or a particular person, okay? And yeah, you've been wishing for this. And this is something that's really going to be finally coming into reality. Okay. So, for instance, this is just an example. You've applied for a job and you probably thought you would never get this job because you haven't received any message from the employer. All right. They promised that they will be contacting you, but they didn't. All right. And so you were like already giving up on it. And then, boom, all of a sudden, you'll be receiving, some confirmation, or somebody's going to be delivering a positive news for you, which will make you happy. Okay. That's just an example, by the way. And then for others of you, I'm also getting here that there's something about travel. Okay. Somebody's watching this file is thinking of traveling somewhere with a family. I'm getting that. I don't know what this is for. This is very specific for someone out there. And I'm hearing you and your family are planning to relocate. Okay. And maybe, there's a lot of delays. That's actually what I'm getting. There's a lot of delays for whatever reason. Okay. And just the same, you probably thought that this is not going to be coming through, or maybe, this is a sign that you guys should actually give up on this plan. So let's just put it this way. It's a plan, but I heard relocation. Okay. And yeah, you've been wishing for this. You've been hoping for this, and it's going to be, again, coming to reality, or your wish is finally going to be granted here. And it's something related to you guys moving somewhere, all right? Whether it's also moving towards a dream home, or you've been manifesting this dream home and finally it's actually coming into reality. That's really what I'm picking up as well. Another message that's coming through is that somebody is actually ready to take action here, okay, with the King of Wands. So this is actually not you. It can be somebody who's either coming back. There's a possibility of somebody coming back to you. And again, you probably thought that this connection is over, but you've been wishing for this connection. Okay, so not everybody's going to be resonating with this, because some people, they're not interested in welcoming back a past person, okay, or you're totally over this person. But I'm more of like picking up, this is for those who are resonating with, you've been manifesting, or you're hoping to get some sort of like, yeah, even a communication from this particular person that you're in love with or that you're interested in. And so that's going to be a surprise for some of you, that yes, this person is suddenly going to be rekindling the connection with you, or is ready to even take action. Even if you're not separated, you're probably kind of like wishing that this person is ready to move things to the next level. And I see that very, very strongly. And again, I got this same message that somebody's watching this file is hoping to have a baby, because we see here the Empress, all right? And she's pregnant. So this is only for those who are resonating with, you're actually hoping to be pregnant, or you're expecting a baby. And so that's actually going to be a positive surprise for you, okay? This news, whether this is actually you or somebody actually around you. And then there's something about financial abundance as well. Because again, the Empress is all about growth. It's all about abundance, right? So I'm also seeing that for some of you, that you're also seeing some growth in or success, even in your career. And I feel that you guys are very hardworking people. You planted the seed here with the Seven of Pentacles. So I keep on hearing harvest, all right, for group number 3. And you've been wishing for this, okay? So I see here that, yeah, there is definitely going to be financial success or abundance, or you're seeing some growth and expansion in your business or in your career, all right? For some of you guys, it's an online business, by the way, for those who are resonating more that you have a business. So I see here that your online business is actually soaring high, or it's actually really picking up. For some of you, you may have an online account or social media, and I'm picking up that this is actually going to be growing as well, all right? So there's something about financial stability with the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And something that you really kind of like worked hard on. So yeah, I'm actually picking up that this will actually lead to financial stability or security for you. Let's try to pull up another set of cards to see what's going to come up. What else? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? Okay, we'll read that in upright. You have the 6 of Ear. Next, you have Knowing. Okay. Adjustments are required. Okay. And then Prosperity. Oh my gosh, this is quite interesting. Let me actually start off with the 6 of Ear. So, number 1, there's really something around overseas travel. Okay, that's really what I'm picking up here. So, for some of you, the positive surprise that's coming in for you is that finally you guys are ready. All right, you're traveling somewhere. Maybe this is actually part of your wish. Okay, because you got the 9 of Cups. Because I strongly heard that for someone out there. So to see the 6 of Air card, which is also related to overseas travel, that's a powerful confirmation from Spirit, okay? For others of you, you're actually finally coming out of a very difficult situation, because that's also the energy of 6 of Swords, that you're moving towards peaceful waters, okay? So that's another positive surprise that finally, all right, you're able to overcome a particular struggle in your life or conflict in your life. And then for others of you with this Knowing card, I see here that somebody's watching this pile. You are highly psychic. You might be an aspiring tarot reader. I'm actually hearing whether you are already doing this or you're an aspiring tarot reader, I'm seeing success in what you're actually doing. Because I'm drawn to this lady over here, and she has a lot of divination tool. There's actually palmistry even, all right, involved, or tarot card reading. So I'm hearing 2 messages. Either number 1, you'll be surprised that your social media is blowing up like crazy as well. You know, you're getting a lot of admirers. A lot of people are respecting your talent, your work, okay? Or again, gaining a lot of social media followers is very, very strong here. For others of you, what I actually heard is that part of what's going to be surprising you in a very positive way is that you will be discovering that you have another spiritual gift, or you will be uncovering for yourself that you have another psychic ability or gift. I keep on hearing that because I was drawn to the divination tool over here. All right, there's something about, yeah, tarot cards. There's actually something about working with pendulum, maybe runes. All right, scrying. So there's something about psychic gifts or abilities that you'll be discovering, and you'll be surprised by that. All right, so speaking of which, I'd like to share my personal experience, okay? Honestly, like what I always say, even on the description of my channel, I'm actually an intuitive empath and clairsentient as well as a clairaudient, right? But I just discovered, it started 2021, that I'm actually a medium, all right? So I wasn't actually really expecting that because of, I know that I'm not a clairvoyant. I'm just actually, yeah, more of like a clairaudient ever since I'm a kid, or a clairsentient as well, and an empath and a light worker. But in terms of spiritual gifts, it's more about clairsentience and clairaudience. And then I was surprised, year 2021, and I never shared this in any of my readings. This is the very first time. I was really surprised. I couldn't understand why something is happening to me. I couldn't really understand until I actually approached a famous healer, actually in my country, which is the Philippines, and I discovered that, yeah, I'm a medium after all. Actually, before I actually uncovered that from this healer, I have a niggling feeling already that it's something related to mediumship, and so it was confirmed. So I'm getting that for group number 3. Some of you guys are really going to be discovering that you have another spiritual gift or psychic abilities, okay? And will take you by surprise in a very positive way, all right? So either two things. Your spiritual career is growing, okay? It's picking up. You're gaining a lot of admirers, you're gaining a lot of followers or respect from people for the work that you're doing. Or again, you'll be discovering that you have another psychic gift or ability. And yeah, I feel that for some of you, where these adjustments are required, I feel that it's also related to the Six of Swords that I got for someone out there. Because I keep on hearing somebody actually experience a lot of delays. All right. So maybe there's something that you just basically needed to kind of like work on so that it will finally push through. I keep on hearing that for someone out there. And you'll be surprised that, yeah, because of the adjustments that you've made, things are finally coming into balance or things are flowing as well. That's also what I got. And also it might still be related to, yeah, this divination work that you've been doing, that you're adjusting something. And when you adjusted something, yeah, there you go. It's like, wow, suddenly things are actually kind of like improving. You're feeling a lot more better. You're seeing the results of your hard work as well. That's also what I'm getting. Money is definitely coming in with a prosperity card, all right? There's something about fame with a dragon. So for some of you, the positive surprise is coming in for you. There's something around popularity, or you will be recognized, or you will be popular when it comes to something that you're doing. Maybe you're not expecting that something will go viral, where suddenly you posted something and it gained a lot of admirers or respect from people. That's really what I got. Or like what I said, there's something around financial abundance or prosperity, which is really amazing. So let's pull up this deck. What else, Spirit? What positive surprises are coming in for pile number 3 or group number 3? Okay, what is this? Happy success. Beautiful. You were just talking about financial abundance or financial success, or again, you'll be successful in whatever it is that you're actually doing, okay? Whether it's actually related to your spiritual career, or it's actually related to your career in general, your business, okay? That's beautiful. I love that for group number 3. Let's try to pull up more. Abundance. Are you freaking kidding me? I can't make this up. You saw me shuffle. Wow. You know what? I love this reading because all 3 piles, all 3 groups, they've got a lot of, synchronicities. So even for pile number 3. So on top of, again, financial success, there's abundance. And abundance comes in many forms, not just finances, right? So let's actually read this for you. It says, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks that you may have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. So again, like what I said, abundance is not just in the form of money, all right? It can be so many things, whether you're feeling abundant because of your talents, all right? Or there's an additional talent that you'll be discovering or skill, okay? And that's still related to abundance, right? Or gaining a lot of followers, that's still related to abundance. So let's see, what else? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? I'm hearing the name Julia. Wow. Yeah, very nice name, Julia. All right. Then you got reach out. Okay. So for some of you, this is the 3 of Pentacles. I'm also getting here that there's a successful collaboration. Okay. Because 3 of Pentacles is talking about partnership or teamwork. So maybe some of you guys are going to be collaborating with someone. Okay. Or you and somebody that you're close with, maybe a friend, whatever, okay? You guys are going to be partnering up together, and whatever it is that you guys are going to be working out on, it's going to spell success, or you guys are really going to be very happy because of the results, okay? And then with a reach out keyword over here, I'm getting the same message that I've gotten earlier, that somebody is probably ready now to reach out to you, okay? Or you'll be receiving some sort of like a text message or call or email, because 8 of Wands, that's the card they got at the very start of this reading. It's not about communication. Somebody's actually going to be reaching out to you, whether this is job related or somebody that you've been hoping would reach out to you, whether it's actually a romantic interest or someone else, okay? All right, let's try to pull it more. Flexibility, okay. So with the flexibility card, I'm actually also getting here that for some of you, the positive surprises coming in is that you'll be seeing that, yeah, your work, I keep on hearing this. It's like there's some sort of like an adjustment, okay, that you'll be making, which will make your work less stressful or it saves time. I'm really getting that. So it's still tied to the adjustment that you'll be making. So whether this is related to your work, maybe you're doing something that is actually kind of like not working well for you, and then you made some sort of like an adjustment, or you're about to make some adjustment, and yeah, you'll be surprised. Okay, that's a positive surprise that it's saving you a lot of time, I should say. All right, or things are actually a lot more going smoothly for you. That's also what I got. And yeah, tigers is all about patience. So I heard that very strongly, especially with the Seven of Pentacles card, because Seven of Pentacles card is talking about patience too. You're waiting for the seeds to grow. So I'm actually picking up with this tiger image over here. There's really something around patience, that your patience will finally pay off. And that's actually your positive surprise. Like, oh my gosh, now I'm seeing the results of my hard work. Okay, thank God. I'm actually really patient about this. That's also what I got for group number 3. Let's try to pull up more. What positive surprises are coming in for you? You got the King of Raphael. Okay. It says here, yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Now that is crazy. Let's start off with this message, you know, something around getting the work done in a much more, yeah, in a much more, not to say super easy, but it will make your task or finishing the task is a lot more easier than how you're doing things in the past. You get what I'm saying? And that's because of the adjustment that you'll be making. And you'll be surprised by that. Like, it's a good thing you actually kind of like did something, or you will be doing something differently, which makes the task, or which makes things a lot more easier for you. Okay? So that's really a confirmation here based on the message of this King of Raphael card. A lot of you guys that chose this pile are, again, very highly intuitive, very psychic, okay? So I'm also picking up as well that for some of you, you guys are actually going to be realizing that this download that you've gotten, or this message that you've gotten, is actually really accurate, all right? I kind of like got that for group number 1, in which you're going to be saying to yourself that your intuition is on point, or what you felt before, it was actually really true. It was indeed real. You're not just making it up in your mind or in your head, all right? And then for others of you, your creative passion is actually going to be a success, whatever that is that you're trying to pursue, okay? Let's pull up more. What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? Door to personal healing and happiness. Okay. Mountain. All right. And you got wisdom. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing based on these 4 cards. I'm more like picking up a very spiritual message here, or spiritual energy. So since group number 3, a lot of you guys are highly psychic or highly intuitive people. Out of all the 3 groups, I really picked that up. Group number 3, if you chose this pile, either you guys are tarot readers yourself, or very psychic, or you're doing some sort of like a divination work. I'm getting here that you guys are ascending. I keep on hearing that. Ascension, or yeah, you're spiritually growing. Let's just put it that way. On top of, you will be discovering some additional skills that you may actually have. Yeah, it's something in it. It's something natural though, all right? But it's also possible that maybe you're actually going to be mastering some sort of like a skill, which will surprise you because you've studied it. For instance, you are really, you know, kind of like interested in taking up some Reiki classes, or wanting to learn more about Reiki, or becoming a Reiki practitioner. And in 2 weeks time, in 4 weeks time, whatever, all right, you became an expert at it, you know, things like that. But I'm more of like picking up it's actually a natural gift that you'll be discovering, which will really surprise you. And that's why I have no choice as well but to share my personal experience, okay? And it started 2021. I never thought that I was a medium, okay? Until things just suddenly happen, like weird things actually happen because it's something new to me. And so, yeah, I was told by a psychic and a healer that I'm actually a natural psychic, or rather a psychic medium, okay? So I didn't know that mediumship is also part of my psychic gifts, because all along I know that I'm just an intuitive person, or clairaudient, and clairsentience is one of my, yeah, natural gifts. So yeah, I feel that somebody who's watching this pile will be discovering that as well, about their additional psychic gifts or abilities. And like what I said, you guys are spiritually growing. That's what I'm seeing here based on these 4 cards, all right? You've been through a lot, all right? Some of you guys are wounded healers as well, okay? And so I'm seeing here that part of your positive surprise is that you'll be looking back. Look at this guy looking back and saying to yourself, wow, I've grown so much. I keep on hearing somebody saying that. I'm not the same person as before. I've endured a lot of hardships in my life, but you're not looking at the past anymore as something that's just purely negative, because you're spiritually maturing and growing. You're looking at the past as kind of like a way for you to grow, all right? Those experiences taught you to become strong. That's something that I'm seeing for you guys as part of the positive surprises. So again, there's something about perspective, or the way you perceive yourself, your situation back then as well, okay? And then I'm also getting here, there's also a very beautiful rekindling of a connection, or I feel that you and this person are going to be sorting things out. I keep on hearing forgiveness. There's reconciliation for sure for someone out there. All right, that's actually part of the positive surprise. Maybe you've given up on this connection, or you probably thought that you and this person rather, will never kind of like resolve the conflict that you've had in the past. But yeah, I'm seeing that there's going to be a peaceful resolution, especially with this dove over here. Beautiful. I love this for group number 3. What else, Spirit? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? What is this? Here and now. Okay. Again, there's something about patience. I feel group number 3, part of the positive surprise that's coming in for you is that you're going to be realizing for yourself that you're not the same person in the past anymore, with the past over here. You're learning now how to live in the moment. Okay, maybe in the past, you always try to dwell on the situations or events that has occurred already, kind of like the 5 of Cups energy, right? But you're overcoming that, and you're probably also kind of like really anxious about what's going to happen. And that's why I got the future over here. But part of the surprise that's coming in for you is that you're learning to create balance within yourself. And at the same time, you're learning how to live in the present moment, to appreciate the present moment, which is quite interesting, because that's also the energy or the message, part of the message of the prosperity card. There's actually something about appreciating what you currently have, okay? Instead of always trying to go back in the past and cry over it, or dwelling on the past and, saying to yourself, I wish, I could turn back the time and all that. Or you're actually always kind of like really too testy or jumpy about the future. So there's something about patience for group number 3 for a lot of you. This is actually part of the thing that would surprise you the most as well, that either your patience is paying off, all right, or you're actually realizing for yourself, like, wow, I've grown so much. In the past, I'm really testy and impatient, okay? And now I'm learning how to become more focused on the now. That's why it says here and now, all right? So let's see, what else? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? Healer of action. So let's read this. This is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. You're being asked to do many things at once. You won't mind as long as you know you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, and fun, which could definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. Well, yeah, because you got the mountain. A mountain is actually related to obstacles, challenges, right? So there's something about resilience as well. So for some of you, the positive surprise that's coming in for you is that you'll be realizing your strength, okay? Like, wow, I can't believe it. I even heard somebody, again, looking back in the past and saying to yourself, I can't believe I was able to overcome those difficult situations. And I became so strong because of those experiences, all right? But for some of you, there's really something around multitasking. If you notice, that kept on repeating over and over again. And I feel that's actually part of the adjustment, all right? You'll be surprised because you're learning how to perform multitasking, that it makes your job easier, or it makes your task or whatever, your job or whatever it is that you're working out on a lot more easier than before. There's flow. That's also what I'm hearing. Okay. And so that's really amazing for you guys. I love that. Let's try to pull it more. What positive surprises are coming in for group number 3? Okay, got 2 cards from that deck. Divinity, right? My gosh, spiritual growth. You're actually either embracing your divine self. That's another, message that's coming through. Okay. And you're actually learning to trust your intuition more. So there's something about spiritual growth. You're actually more like connected to your divine self, which will surprise you because you're actually going to be seeing the results. All right. For others of you, like what I said, you're becoming a lot more mature. All right. In your perspective. And then purposeful. For some of you, part of the positive surprises coming in for you is that you are going to be realizing what your true calling is or your life purpose. So maybe in the past, you're confused, like, where am I being led to? What is my life purpose? You're trying to search for that or seek for that. And so finally it's coming, okay? That's part of your positive surprise, that you will be discovering what your life purpose is. Okay, for some of you, it might be also related to helping people, okay? Not necessarily just psychic or spiritual career, but yeah, let's just put it this way. It had something to do with helping people or providing guidance to people, and that's because I was drawn to the Hierophant. You guys are highly spiritual. You guys are very enlightened people, all right? You have a lot of wisdom about you because you have a lot of experiences in life that you can share to people who needed to hear your message, okay? So that's what I'm getting here. All right, let's try to pull it more. I love this reading for group number 3. What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? Okay, wow, this came up for group number 2. Quite interesting. So official person. And so what I'm actually getting here is either there is going to be a promotion for some of you, and that's going to be your positive surprise, or you are going to be kind of like getting some sort of like a praise or recognition because of the medal over here. So there's something about gaining respect, or earning respect, gaining a lot of admirers, or even getting a praise or recognition of some sort, which is really going to be surprising you guys, okay? I keep on hearing spirits saying, job well done. Yeah, you guys did a super excellent or fine job, whatever it is that you've worked hard on. Yeah, because you got profession. I was just talking about job well done, and then you got the profession. So it says expertise, all right, talent. So like what I said earlier, for some of you guys, you are going to be seeing some growth and expansion in your career or in your profession. For some of you, I'm definitely seeing here that you're becoming an expert at something that you've been working hard on, all right? And this is really going to be surprising you. Like maybe you just actually did it out for fun, or entirely for fun, rather. What am I saying? And you're going to be surprised that you're doing so freaking good at it, all right? And then you got the talent keyword. So like what I said earlier, and this is a confirmation again from Spirit, that you will be discovering your hidden gifts or talents, or some of you specifically will be discovering that you have an additional psychic ability or gift, all right, that you probably didn't even realize back then. Okay, that's something specific. For others of you, discovering that you have a knack for this, or they can actually be good at this, or you have a hidden talent. That's beautiful. I love that. Group number 3. Let's try to pull up this deck, the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. What else, Spirit? What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? Okay, Cup. Oh my gosh, we'll take that. Okay. Good luck. So luck in all areas of your life, maybe, or in some areas of your life. Okay. You'll be playing a different role. So maybe you are going to be taking a leadership role with this official person as well. Okay. And they got sorrow over a loss. Let's actually pull up two more cards first before I discuss this. Flag. Okay. Oops, we'll take this one instead. All right. But the month of September can be a bit significant for some of you. Okay. Or for some of you guys, this is going to happen by September. All right. Yeah, by September, because I'm recording this August, although my readings are timeless, by the way. But the month of September is going to be significant for some of you. All right. So here's what I'm seeing about the positive surprises coming in for you. With a cup card, and it says you should accept valid criticism. I'm getting here, like what I said, you guys are becoming a lot more mature now. Maybe in the past, you kind of like take things personally as well, or you would actually take it as a personal attack when it's just a valid criticism. And this is entirely for your own growth. Okay. So this is going to be coming off as a surprise to you because you're not taking things personally anymore. All right. You're taking it as a positive, constructive criticism. Okay. So that's actually what I'm seeing with that cup card. And then good luck. This is actually very, very straightforward. You'll be experiencing luck in some areas of your life, whether it's financial abundance. And we've seen that earlier, right? A lot of cards around abundance and prosperity. Okay. And you'll be surprised. Maybe, somebody watched this, or who's watching rather this pile, maybe you bought something. I keep on hearing whether it's an amulet or talisman. Maybe you actually kind of like just tried it out because you've heard that it's working, or some sort of like a review or what. Yeah, and you'll be surprised. It's a positive surprise for you because you're actually suddenly seeing that, yeah, things are actually shifting for the better. All of a sudden, as soon as you've gotten this lucky amulet or charm, I keep on hearing that. I keep on hearing lucky amulet or charm, all right? And then with the hat card over here, for some of you guys, promotion, like what I said. So you'll be playing a different role. That's part of the positive surprise for some of you. Okay, either you will be getting an offer, or you will be getting this, promotion, and you're probably not expecting it first, all right? Maybe because it's very highly competitive, or you have a lot of competitors, but you'll be actually getting or bagging this role. And then you got the Wreath card. And as you can actually see earlier, you have a card that says something about healing. So maybe you've lost somebody who's dear to you, or you may have just basically lost something that is very important to you, but you're recovering from it. And it will really surprise you because maybe it's so hard for you to let go of that, all right? Or to get over something. And so you are going to be surprised because you're finally, healing from it, and you're seeing that, you're feeling it. And then with the flag card for some of you guys, part of the surprise is that you're actually not going to be the same person as before anymore. Maybe you've allowed people to kind of like disrespect you, because there's something about respect as well for group number 3. Maybe allow people to walk all over you or disrespect you, but you're learning how to speak your truth. You're not afraid to speak your truth. That's actually what I'm hearing from Spirit, which will surprise you yourself. Like, wow, I'm not the same as before anymore. Like, I'm learning how to be confident and to really, speak my truth and fight for myself. I keep on getting that too. And you're actually not really going to be lowering down your standards anymore. All right. And that's probably because of, your value. There's something about self-worth as well for group number 3. Okay. And then news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So again, this one is very self-explanatory. For some of you guys, what will surprise you in a positive way is that you'll be receiving some news. Remember, you got the 8 of Wands. And again, that's talking about some communication coming in, or some news coming from an actual person maybe. So whether this is actually you receiving news that you're pregnant, or somebody around you, okay? For others of you, there is a new business opportunity, all right? And this new business opportunity will bring forth success, because you keep on getting the keyword success, abundance as well. And yes, you even got prosperity, right? So that is very, very beautiful for you guys. Group number 3, I still love that. So let me actually pull this up first. We'll get 3. Then we'll get some messages for you guys and some additional messages that I've actually channeled earlier as well. But let's start off with this one. We'll get 3 from this deck. What positive surprises are coming in for my pile number 3? Okay, got the Knight card. All right. Wow, you guys are really strong people. I love this. And that's because you've dealt with so many challenges in life. All right. You guys are champions. Okay. Then you got Hammock. Let's get one more. Here you go. Thunderstorm. Exactly. And it says triumph over evil. So group number 3, I feel honestly that a lot of you chose this pile. You've been through a lot. I could really feel the energy. Honestly, I'm feeling really tired all of a sudden. You know, maybe this is what you have felt, that you've been through a lot and it really drained your energy. Okay. But whatever this is that you're still going through, perhaps, or something that you have dealt with in the recent past, like what I said, you'll be surprised of how you were able to overcome that, or you're just about to overcome something that is really, really challenging. Especially you got the Mountain card over here. You will emerge as a winner, because that's the energy I'm getting with this Knight card. You guys are so strong. You guys are fearless. Your fighting spirit is amazing. You're very determined, all right? And so, yeah, I'm definitely seeing here that you will be surprised of how strong you are, all right? That you were able to overcome a really, really difficult situation. For others of you, I'm actually hearing as well that, especially for those who have been meditating, okay? Because I really got that, because there's a lady meditating over here. And I won't be surprised, because a lot of, people who chose this pile are into spirituality, or 3 piles anyway, but somebody who's actually doing spiritual career rather. And so I'm getting here that you'll be receiving some important downloads, okay, which will surprise you, which will help you to overcome something. Maybe you'll be surprised to be getting some sort of like a powerful message from your ancestors or from your guides, all right, as you actually meditate, okay? I really got that very strongly. And then for others of you, I'm also hearing, since you are going to be making some sort of like an adjustment, maybe you're feeling drained or what, yeah, by meditating and learning how to take a step back, you would be, surprised that your energy levels are different, okay? You're either also feeling a lot more grounded now, more centered as you meditate. And that's still a positive surprise, okay? All right, so let's get a message for you using this deck, and then we'll be pulling up, some messages as well that I've kind of like channeled earlier. Let's get an angel number for you guys. Ooh, you got 2. That's interesting. So start off with this one. You got the number 9, and it says, I am compassionate. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. What did I tell you guys when I actually put up the purposeful card? A lot of you guys who chose this pile, either part of the surprise is that you'll be discovering that this is your life purpose. It had something to do with speaking your truth. It had something to do with sharing your wisdom to others, because you've been through a lot. And at the same time, part of what you're also going to be discovering as part of your life purpose is that, you are going to be helping people, inspiring people, all right, with whatever talent or knowledge that you already possess. So that's really nice, because you guys are naturally caring, compassionate people. I won't be surprised if you guys are also very much like an empath or a light worker. And then you have I am supported, number 44. So you might be seeing the number 9 or the number 44 as well. Number 5 too, in terms of repeating numbers, all right? So it says your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path with diligence and determination. And even greater success will come in the future. I am supported. So guys, or group number 3, don't give up, okay? Don't give up. I know you've been through a lot, all right? but your guys are saying you are resilient. You guys are tough people, tough nut to crack, okay? Stay strong because your steely determination, your diligence, your hard work, your patience will pay off. I tell you, because it even says here, success will come in the future. And you're being supported in your journey. So don't be afraid, okay? That's beautiful. I love that. I really felt that energy, or I really felt that message coming for you, group number 3. Let's try to pull up this fortune card now. Alrighty, you got the moon card. Again, something to do with intuition. See, what did I tell you, group number 3? A lot of people who chose this file are highly psychic or very intuitive. So it says here, pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. So that's what I actually heard when I saw this hammock card. There's something about getting downloads, all right? So receiving some messages from your spiritual team, your ancestors, or even the angels, all right? So pay close attention to that. Another positive surprise that's coming in for you is that your psychic gifts are either, again, increasing, or your there's something about heightening of psychic intuition, okay? So pay attention to that as well, which will really surprise you. Like your intuition is so stronger than ever or than before. All right, so before we wrap things up, let me actually pull up these messages, all right, or some details about the positive surprises that's coming in for you, okay? Ooh, okay. Wow, you have a lot, group number 3. A lot for group number 3. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's nice. Let's try to put this here first, and then we'll read one of each of these papers. All right, so let's see here. It says, recovering an important lost item. So for some of you, this is your positive surprise. You probably thought you've lost something completely, and then suddenly you'll be discovering that. Like, oh my gosh, it's right here all along. So that's actually a positive surprise for some of you. It's as simple as that, but it's actually something significant or important. So next you have your risk is paying off, or whatever it is that you're going to be taking a chance on will be paying off, and that's going to come off as a surprise to you. Next, loan approval. So for those who are resonating with, maybe you are actually dealing with some sort of like financial issue that you also needed to get some loan, or you're actually hoping that you're going to be approved of this loan. Yes, you'll be getting it, and this is going to come off as a surprise as well for you. Next, we have, what is this? Pay increase. Well, that's nice because you got prosperity, or you got the abundance and success card. So yeah, for some of you, there's going to be a pay increase. That's really going to be your positive surprise. What else? You will meet someone that feels strangely familiar to you, or there's soul recognition. So for others of you, this is actually part of your surprise. And it's a positive surprise because you would suddenly meet someone who really felt so familiar to you, or there's soul recognition. Like, it's like I've met this person before, and you're going to be really surprised about that. Next, reconnecting with someone you haven't seen for a while. All right, so that's also going to be a positive surprise. Well, we saw that earlier, right? That somebody's coming back, or there's something about rekindling a connection. Not necessarily it's romantic, okay? And then we have here, heightened psychic intuition. Are you freaking kidding me? I even said that because that's what I channeled earlier, all right? And Spirit wanted me to write that down, so I didn't realize it's going to come up on this reading for pile number 3. That's why I even said that, specifically heightened psychic intuition with the moon card. And prior to this, you know, I already told you guys that I noticed that for group number 3, you guys are highly psychic people, all right? Or again, you will be, you know, realizing that it's becoming stronger than ever, all right? So that's really beautiful. That's going to come off as a positive surprise. That it's becoming stronger and more accurate than before. All right, what else? Achieving your desired weight or physical appearance is also going to be your positive surprise. Like, you're going to be seeing the results. Like, oh my gosh, I've been really working hard on myself. With the 7 of Pentacles, you've done the work. You're really, you know, trying to be patient about it. And then finally, you're seeing the result. Like, wow, finally I'm achieving this desired weight or this appearance that I'm going for. And then you are seeing synchronicities everywhere. All right. I know it may sound simple, but that's a positive surprise. Like, wow, I'm seeing 1111 everywhere, 44, or the number 5. All right. So pay attention to that. Okay. Because there's a message behind all of those synchronicities. Next, receiving a miracle. Yeah, because I see here that a lot of you guys who chose this pile, some of you or majority of you, you're going through a rough lot, all right? And maybe you are on the verge of giving up as well, but you will be receiving a miracle and you'll be surprised by that, okay? Next, you are growing spiritually. I can't make this up. You saw me, I was actually just kind of like mixing the papers, right? I'm getting all mixed up, and then you got this message. And I told you guys when I saw the Hierophant card, the Three of Pentacles, that you guys are ascending or you're growing spiritually or you're becoming spiritually mature. Wow, now it says you're growing spiritually. I can't make this up. This is a powerful confirmation from Spirit. All right, let's see what's next. Your online partner asks to visit you in person. Oh, okay. So for those who are resonating, well, maybe you are in a long distance connection or you're talking to somebody and it will come up as a surprise to you that finally this person is wanting to see you now in person. Okay. So yeah, that's something very specific for someone out there. And that's amazing. So the last one is this. It says, finding love in new or unusual places. So yeah, this is also your positive surprise that maybe you weren't really looking for love, you're not expecting it, or maybe you went to this place not expecting that this is actually the love of your life, or this person is somebody that you will have strong feelings for, all right? Maybe it's actually connected to this. Because earlier you got a message that says you will meet someone that is strangely familiar to you. Maybe it's a soul connection as well. Okay. Wow. Group number 3. I so freaking love your reading as well. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I'm so proud of you guys because I really saw how hardworking you guys are, how determined you are, how you try to stay patient and, yeah, really strong despite of the many obstacles or struggles. So again, don't give up, all right? Because there's success coming in for you soon, all right? Which will surprise you, or you'll be surprised about how strong you are, all right? And that you were able to overcome so many obstacles that, yeah, you're a champion, you know? You are a warrior, group number 3. And that's something that your spirit guides also wanted to let you know, okay? You've done an excellent job. You've done a fine or super fine job, all right, in overcoming those struggles in life. And I feel that if this is all about life purpose, you're really meant to share that with the people who needed to hear your message as well, because it will also inspire them or help them in their current situation. So anyway, group number 3, I really enjoyed your reading. I hope that this actually gave you some entertainment. It gave you some insights or clarity. And yes, I'll be seeing you again next week. Keep shining your light, group number 3. And at the same time, stay strong, all right? Bye-bye for now.